everybody, it's Jessica Collins here from flashfittrainer.com, and today I would like to talk about how to break into freelance writing from the outside, from ground zero, from having zero qualifications, zero background experience, schooling, like a degree, that kind of thing. So let's talk about breaking in from the outside. So let's say you're a teacher, or you work in an office, or you're a retail worker, or you work in a factory, and you have zero background in writing. You can do this, and make sure you listen all the way to the end, because I have a gift for you at the end that will help you break in. So the first thing that I want to remind you is that content writing and copywriting can be taught. If you're a decent writer, these skills can be taught. Now, I mean, there is some talent that goes into it, but I just want you to remember that, like, starting your own business, all of it is doable. It's completely doable. There's no barriers to this job. The ones that you have in your head, you can bust right through them, I assure you. So let's talk about the 4 ways to break in from the outside. So, okay, I just want to remind you that there are 3 things that you should have in place before you start. You can't just break in unless you have these 3 qualifications. And one is to be decent at writing. You should have a pretty good grasp on how to write well, how to write copy that influences people, that type of thing. If you're a terrible writer or you hate writing, this probably isn't for you. The other qualification is to have an insatiable desire to make it work. So if you really want to bust in from the outside, it might take a little more work, because if you are breaking in from the outside, it is going to take work, and it's going to take time, effort, and a little bit extra than maybe somebody who already has the experience. So you really have to be committed. If you want to make this work, you can make it work, but you have to keep going until it happens. And the third qualification is that you need to be teachable. If you have an idea of what copywriters do good, do wrong, if you aren't open-minded about how copywriting or content marketing should work, then this probably isn't going to work. You need to be teachable. You need to be open to learning more and taking on this role. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's talk about the 4 ways to break in from the outside. So the first is to put together some relevant samples in your niche. So what I will say, when you are pitching for copywriting clients or content writing clients, they don't care about your GPA. They maybe kind of care about your schooling, only if you have it, but if you don't, it doesn't even matter. They don't care about your last 6 jobs. They don't care about any of that. They want to see your samples. That is the only thing that matters, and lucky for you, that's totally doable to put together samples. So you can put together samples that are just on spec, which means basically made up, but you want to make sure they're good and that they would actually be usable by someone. So I would put together relevant niche specific samples if I were breaking in. And even when I left corporate, that's what I had to do. I had to put together samples that were more related to what I wanted to do. So if you want to be a writer about construction, you need to put together some relevant samples that a construction business might post on their blog or on their website or a white paper. You need to make up, or if you know someone in real life that needs that type of content, put that together for them and then use that as your sample. So the first thing I would do is put together those relevant niche specific examples. And then the second thing is more mindset based. So number 2, I want you to own it. If you're determined to make this happen, you have an insatiable desire to make this happen, you need to own it. And I don't mean fake it till you make it. I mean, nobody coronates a copywriter. You don't become one because somebody told you you are one. You decide that you are one. And you change your entire mindset around it. You just own it that you are one. You put it on all your social media that you are one. You update your LinkedIn profile to be copywriter specific. You identify as one everywhere. You are a self-appointed copywriter. If you want to make it work in freelance, you have to self-appoint yourself and just make it happen. This is all a mindset thing. So the third tip I have for you for breaking in from the outside is to continue learning every single day. So even every day, I pull out a book or get one from the library or download one from Amazon. I'm always, so in the morning, part of my morning practice is to read a little bit of the Bible and do a daily devotion. And then I pop over and do some reading about copywriting or advertising or something to do with copywriting, such as persuasion. So you need to constantly be learning. And at the beginning, if you're coming from nowhere, you're probably going to front load a lot of this. You're probably going to read even more than somebody who's been at it for a while to really fill your head with what it takes and what all the nuances and all the information to help you wrap your mind around it and to get better. So every day get better. Every day you need to work on getting better, learning more, practicing, that kind of thing. So I would definitely rent a few books, copywriting books or persuasion, psychology type books or advertising books, and get to work on that. Or take a course, something about copywriting, something about digital marketing, that kind of thing. So make sure you're always learning every day, getting better at your craft. The fourth way that I already mentioned this, but the fourth way is I would take a course. If you are starting from the outside and you want to break in, to make the process easier, you may want to take a course. And that could be anyone's course. You could take either a copywriting course or a starting a business course. And lucky for you, I have a starter series to help you get started on that. I will put in the link below for a free 7-day series about how to make the leap from corporate or whatever career you're in right now over to freelance. And because that's what I did, and I did it in probably an hour a night and maybe a little extras on the weekend. And so I'm going to show you exactly how doable this is. I'm going to walk you through the steps of putting together a portfolio, samples, and then some of the mindset around being a freelance writer. I would start there. This is a free course. Just grab it, try it, see what you think. There's other courses out there too. There's some other great writers that have courses, but I will drop that link below. Pick that up if you are interested in breaking in. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a great day. I hope this helps you wrap your mind around what it takes to be a copywriter, to break in, and I hope it's made it so doable for you that you're inspired to try right now. All right, I'll catch you on the next video.